Why should you care about understanding categorical data distributions? What makes it so important? Well, let's dive into it. Categorical data distributions are like secret codes holding valuable information across various fields. They're the backbone of market research, helping businesses understand their customers better. In healthcare, they allow professionals to identify patterns and trends, leading to improved patient care. And in education, they assist in understanding student performance and developing effective teaching strategies. But it's not just about the big industries. Categorical data distributions are everywhere, from your favorite online shopping site recommending products based on your browsing history to your fitness app tracking your progress over time. Understanding these distributions allows you to unravel patterns, predict trends, and make informed decisions. It's like having a magic crystal ball that gives you a sneak peek into the future. So you see, understanding categorical data distributions is not just a fancy term. It's a tool that can give you a competitive edge in many areas. Now that you know why it's important, you might be wondering what exactly is categorical data distribution. Well, let's unravel this mystery together. Categorical data distribution is a statistical method used to summarize and present data that can be divided into various categories. Imagine you're conducting a survey. Your respondents can choose from a selection of predefined answers. These answers, or categories, might include things like favorite color, gender, type of car, and so on. Once you've collected your data, you might want to know how many respondents fall into each category. That's where categorical data distribution comes in. It helps you understand how the responses are distributed across the different categories. For example, how many people prefer red over blue, or how many drive a sedan versus a sports car? In essence, categorical data distribution is a concise way to understand and visualize data. It's quite like putting a magnifying glass to your data and seeing the finer details. How do you make sense of all this data? Enter frequency tables. These tables are basically your categorical data superheroes. They swoop in to save the day by providing a snapshot of your data distribution. Imagine them as a sort of photo album, but instead of holiday snaps or cute pet pictures, they hold your data. A frequency table is structured with two columns. The first column lists your categories, and the second column tells you how often each category occurs in your dataset. So, if we were looking at a dataset on favorite ice cream flavors, the categories could be vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry, and the frequencies would be how many people chose each flavor. Frequency tables help you identify the most and least common categories in your dataset. They're like a magnifying glass, helping you to see the finer details of your data. So, frequency tables are your first step towards making sense of your data. Now, let's add some color to this data with bar charts. Picture this. You're standing in front of a huge wall filled with sticky notes. Each sticky note represents a piece of data, and they're all grouped together by category. Now imagine taking a step back and seeing those groups of sticky notes transform into a vibrant bar chart. That's the magic of visualizing your data. So what exactly is a bar chart? Think of it as a visual representation of categorical data. Each category is represented by a bar, and the height of the bar corresponds to the frequency, or how often data appears in that category. Let's say you run a bakery, and you want to know which of your pastries are the most popular. You could list out each type of pastry and how many times it was sold, but wouldn't it be easier to see this information in a bar chart? With one glance, you could see that croissants are flying off the shelves, while the bear claws are, well, barely clawing their way out of the display case. Bar charts are more than just a way to make data look pretty. They're a powerful tool to help you compare different categories. When you look at a bar chart, you can instantly see which categories have higher or lower frequencies. This can help you understand trends, identify patterns, and make informed decisions. For example, if you see that croissants are much more popular than bear claws, you might decide to bake more croissants and fewer bear claws. Or, you may want to find out why bear claws aren't as popular and make changes to boost their sales. In the world of data, a picture really is worth 1,000 words. Bar charts can transform complex data into simple, easy-to-understand visuals. And when you're dealing with categorical data distributions, that's a game changer. Therefore, bar charts are not just pretty pictures. They are powerful tools to visualize and compare your data. Finally, let's talk about the mode. It's not just a setting on your phone. In the realm of categorical data distribution, the mode is the category that shows up more frequently than others in your dataset. Picture it as the popular kid in your data playground. It's the one that you can't help but notice, because it's just there, constantly making its presence felt. The mode provides us a quick insight into the most common category. It's like a spotlight shining on the star performer in your dataset, revealing what's happening most often. It's a valuable tool in understanding your data and making meaningful interpretations. Whether you're looking at a frequency table or a bar chart, spotting the mode is like finding the pulse of your data. So, the mode is that one piece of data that keeps popping up more often than the rest. It's the big player, the one making the most noise, the one that you simply can't ignore. And that's the power of the mode in categorical data distribution. Let's take a moment to sum up what we've covered. Understanding categorical data distributions is a fundamental aspect of data analysis, and it helps us to make sense of the world around us. It's a way of grouping and summarizing data to reveal patterns and trends. Frequency tables and bar charts are excellent tools for visualizing these distributions. They provide a snapshot of your data, making it easier to comprehend and interpret. Frequency tables give you a count of each category, while bar charts help display these counts visually. Then we have the mode, the most frequently occurring value in your data set. It's a simple yet powerful measure that can tell you a lot about your data. Remember, understanding categorical data distributions is like having a secret key to unlock insights from your data. So, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep unlocking.